Now, let's see who can make the most noise. First up is... Class of 2030 plus. Let's hear it.
Good morning, class of 2030 plus. My name is Nathan Cottrell, and I use he, him pronouns. As I look ahead to this academic year, I am proud to be entering my 5th year in the Bachelor of Architecture program with a minor in Environmental and Sustainability Studies, while also beginning my master's in Computational Design. Before I jump into the next step of my journey, however, I will be serving the next step of yours as one of your 9 head orientation counselors for your first year orientation. I am extremely grateful and excited to welcome each of you to Carnegie Mellon University. You've each demonstrated a meaningful dedication, tenacity, and perseverance to make it to this point. So take a moment to soak in how far you've come. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge the loved ones who helped guide and support us to reach this point. To all the parents, caregivers, siblings, and other family and friends tuning in, whether you're here on campus or watching from somewhere else, know that we appreciate everything you do for us, and we hope to continue making you proud. Now back to our new students. Over the next week, expect our orientation team to ask you a short, concise question. Why CMU? I'm confident you all have unique stories to share about why you're sitting here today. If you decide to reciprocate the question, however, I urge you all to push it one step further and ask our current students, why still CMU? Let's give it a try. For our first year students joining us today, whether virtually or with me right now, can you please ask me, why still CMU? On 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. Why still CMU? I'm so glad you asked. Throughout my 4 years and counting, I have found that my college experience has given me much more than a diploma could ever share with a future employer. I continue to choose CMU because of the exceptional, innovative, and vibrant people that I am surrounded by every day. One of these people, Justin Blanco, is a rising senior studying mathematical sciences and is a Tartan Scholar. He makes a difference as a resident assistant, teaching assistant, member of the University Leadership Student Advisory Council, and an undergraduate research. Justin is also a first-generation student and is deeply connected to the Black and Hispanic communities on campus. Another of these people, Ava Benson, a senior drama major studying musical theater, has built community both on stage and beyond it. She has participated in the Origins program as both a first-year participant and later a junior year ambassador, and has performed in productions including Antigone, Eurydice, and CMU's 2026 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. keynote lecture featuring Dr. Beverly Tatum. She also makes a difference through the Center for Student Diversity and Inclusion, where she has built relationships and collaborated with people beyond the drama program's close-knit community. Sergio Leal, a senior studying Hispanic studies with an additional major in political science, security, and technology, has found community in nearly every corner of campus. He co-runs a Stuco on Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra, and makes a difference as both a pre-college resident assistant and community assistant, giving back to the SAMS pre-college program that first welcomed him to CMU. Each of us brings our own passions, goals, and energy to what makes CMU feel like home. To this day, I can't imagine enjoying a community more than the one I found here today. It is this "Why Still CMU" that has inspired our first-year orientation team to choose this year's orientation theme, a Carnegie constellation. This year's theme celebrates the value that each of you bring to our campus community. Like a star in your own right, you shine in ways no one else can. As you begin the next chapter with us, we want you to know that our constellation wouldn't be complete without you. Thank you for choosing to be here and for making our community even brighter. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce President Farnam Jahanian, a nationally recognized computer scientist, entrepreneur, and public servant and higher education leader. Dr. Jahanian has had a huge impact here at Carnegie Mellon, especially for his passionate engagement of students and dedication to improving their experience on campus. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Farnam Jahanian.
Good morning. Well, first of all, Nathan, thank you for that introduction and for your leadership this week. As I understand, your parents are here today. Welcome Nathan's parents, and thank you again, Nathan, for all you do. To all of our parents and family members, on behalf of the entire CMU community, my wife Tris and I are thrilled to welcome you to Carnegie Mellon. Now, you know, the lights are in my eyes, so I can't really see you, but to the members of class of 2030 plus, I have a question for you. Are you excited to be here? Okay, so you're still waking up. I get it. Listen, our deans are falling asleep up front, so you're going to have to be much louder. I'm going to ask this again. Class of 2030, are you excited to be here? Okay, that's much better, much better. You know what? We're excited too. You are among the brightest and most exceptionally gifted stars of your generation. It's fantastic to see you all here. Congratulations on all the achievements that have led you to this moment. As Nathan mentioned, there's also an exciting time. This is also an exciting time for your families and friends. Class of 2030 plus, would you please join me once again in thanking your loved ones who have supported and encouraged you over the years. And to all the family members and loved ones with us today, thank you for entrusting us with your students' education at this pivotal time in their lives. It feels just like yesterday when Tris and I were sitting where you are now, filled with excitement as we watch our daughter Sarah start her academic journey here at Carnegie Mellon. So I know you're nervous, but trust me, we have a community of support to help your students thrive. By the way, my daughter thrived and has had a great career today as a data scientist. No longer on our payroll. Every parent's dream, I know. Our Chief Academic Officer and Provost, Jim Garrett, is also here this morning. Jim and his wife, Ruth Ann, are both CMU alumni and the proud parents of 2 CMU alums. Jim, you're up front. Would you please stand to be recognized? Jim Garrett, our Provost. Our Provost is accompanied by an exceptional team of academic and administrative leaders, our university deans, vice provosts, and members of the executive management team. They're all here. Would you all please stand as a group to be recognized? You're all up front. Thank you for being here. I also want to take a moment to thank the extraordinary orientation and residential education teams, especially Tara Monroe, who leads our residential education program. You're going to get to know her a lot better. And Lauren Moran, who leads the first-year orientation and family engagement. Tara and Lauren and your teams, thank you. I know how hard you work over the past few months and how much you've been looking forward to this day, welcoming our students to campus. Thank you again to you and your teams for all you do. And before I acknowledge the head orientation counselors, the AB Tech, which is in that corner over there, you can't see them. They do all the production. The AB Tech, thank you for everything you do, guys. Back there, you're awesome. And now a special shout out to our outstanding head orientation counselors. These student leaders are about to become tremendously important to your children. And we're so grateful for all they will do this week to welcome them to our community. I'm going to name them one by one and ask them to be recognized. So here we go. Austin Ann, a junior majoring in business administration. Please stand, you're up front. I can't see you. All right. Zoe Bata, a fifth-year senior in architectural and building sciences and technology. Sarah Christie, a senior in psychology. You met, of course, Nathan, a fifth-year senior in architectural and building science and technology. Nathan Cottrell. Sam Curry, a senior in information systems, right here up front. Samantha Letford, a senior in political science, security, and technology. Roy Park, a senior in psychology. Rachel Pratt, a senior in biological sciences. And Beck Wagner, senior in mechanical engineering. Would all of our head orientation counselors, once again, will you please stand to be recognized? Thank you for all you do. To our incoming first-year students, you've spent years preparing for this moment with focus and hard work. Now, your time has come to spread your wings. You may be worrying that you won't be able to fly so freely because your parents and family members might call or text every single day, even multiple times a day. That's why, in some ways, orientation isn't just for students. Families are also learning too. How to cheer you on, how to give you space, how to trust the extraordinary young adult they have helped prepare for this moment. And to our students, be patient with your family members. For the next few weeks, a text that says, "How are you?" may really mean, have you eaten? Are you sleeping? Did you make friends? My favorite, are you showering? Or why haven't you responded to my last 3 text messages? By the end of orientation, your group chat will be active, your calendar will be full, and your parents will still be asking, what time is your first class start today? Class of 2030, obviously we're so excited you're here. Your college career begins today, and it's going to be an exciting journey. The next 4 years or so will be some of the most transformative years in your lives. Your CMU education will give you every opportunity to achieve your dreams. You earned your way to this moment, and the numbers make that very clear. More than 33,000 students applied to be where you are today. And we had an impressive applicant numbers across every CMU college and schools. In fact, the demand for a CMU education has skyrocketed in recent years. We admitted just 12% of our applicant pool this year, and incredibly, more than 46% of these students who were admitted chose to enroll. That's our yield. You can applaud if you want. I mean, this is your accomplishment. This class reflects CMU's reach. Our students join us from 46 states, Washington, D.C., Puerto Rico, and 36 countries from around the world. And add to that our campuses in Qatar and Rwanda and our alumni community of more than 146,000 people in 155 countries, and the message is clear. We are a global Tartan family. Whether you're from New Jersey or New Delhi, you belong here. Carnegie Mellon. Anybody from New Jersey here? How about from New Delhi? All right, that's good. Carnegie Mellon's unique culture of excellence and relentless creativity has nurtured some outstanding talent and produced some remarkable innovation over the years. You've probably heard that CMU is the birthplace of AI. The rumors are true. Long before academics gathered to talk about what AI could be, Carnegie Mellon scholars had successfully built a working AI model. In fact, this year marks the 70th anniversary of Logic Theorist, created here by Herb Simon, Alan Newell, and Cliff Shaw in 1956, and widely recognized as the first working artificial intelligence program. That same spirit of innovation has shaped the rest of Carnegie Mellon's story. Our community has grown to include 21 Nobel laureates, 2 Pulitzer Prize winners, and 13 Turing Award recipients. But what truly makes Carnegie Mellon unique is not just what we have accomplished, it's how we work. The heart of CMU is in the work itself, in the curiosity, the passion, the creativity, and the determined spirit that define our community every day. We're a place for people who are always asking, what if? And then working and doing the work to find out. You know what? It's probably easier for me to just show you a bit of our vibe. Dim the lights.
What if we went further than anyone has gone before? What if we delivered advanced technologies for real, practical impact? What if we asked the questions
no one has even imagined?
We push progress forward. We explore what's next and redefine what's possible.
Where what if becomes what's next.
That's pretty cool. CMU is proud to be the long-term academic sponsor and partner of the Tony Awards, and we shared this video at their annual ceremony this summer, featuring CMU students from our fabulous School of Drama. So if you've come here to ask bold questions, perform at the highest level, or otherwise make an impact, you've come to the right place. And your timing is impeccable. The world is changing faster than ever before, and no matter what your field of study, you're starting this journey at a pivotal moment for humanity. Boundaries between fields are shifting almost weekly, and that creates extraordinary opportunities. And as you prepare for a constantly evolving future, you'll need an education that's very different from what previous generations had received. The world you graduate into will look different from the world as it is today. The future you're preparing for will reward people who can adapt, think across disciplines, and use new tools well and effectively. This is why a CMU education is so valuable. We've spent a century pioneering interdisciplinary programs that anticipate new possibilities. Programs that will help you succeed not just today, but for many decades to come. Let me pause here for a moment to say a few words about AI. It's driving innovation at an unprecedented scope and scale, and it's reshaping every sector of our economy and every discipline. Carnegie Mellon has long been a world leader in computer science education, and we're building on that strength with great intention. We're re-envisioning our core CS and AI programs so that our rigorous courses deepen both technologically, deepen both technical excellence, I should say, and human ingenuity. And because this transformation will touch every discipline and every profession, we're making sure all CMU students can use these tools responsibly, creatively, and effectively. And in fact, the way we teach is going to change. There's so much more to share about this topic. Later this afternoon, we'll dedicate a family focus session to the role of AI in education at Carnegie Mellon, giving families a closer look at how CMU is preparing students for the future. This moment also requires the right campus infrastructure, the labs, classrooms, and collaborative spaces that make impactful teaching and research possible. In recent years, thanks to the generosity of supporters through our recent Make Possible campaign, we've invested more than $1 billion to evolve our campus infrastructure. In fact, earlier this morning, I was talking to a couple of alum who are parents of our incoming students, and they were talking about how much as the campus has changed over the last decade. These efforts continue today and include the state-of-the-art Engineering and Makers Quad, featuring the new SCAFE Hall and ANSYS Hall, Tepper Quad, which is a home to our business school, and the Schwartz Center for Entrepreneurship, which is a campus-wide hub for venture creation. TCS Hall, it's a home to our innovative interdisciplinary programs, including computational finance and our software and societal systems department. There's also the Hall of the Arts, which supports our arts and humanities programs. And across the university, we have overhauled more than 100 classrooms and laboratories with technologies designed to enhance teaching and learning. Earlier this year, we opened the Robotics Innovation Center, a 150,000 square foot facility that includes testing spaces for robots on land, water, air, and space. We're building the Richard King Mellon Hall of Sciences, the massive facility that's now under construction at the corner of Forbes and Craig, which is going to open next year. This facility will help redefine how science is done at CMU and beyond. But of course, Carnegie Mellon is more than just academics. We're a community that's dedicated to personal and intellectual growth of our students. Gina Casalino, our fabulous Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students, will say much more about this in just a couple of moments. But let me highlight a few ways we have strengthened our ecosystem for our student success and well-being. Our neighborhood commons model creates welcoming spaces for all Tartans to study, recharge, and build community. We also opened our new residence hall at Forbes and Beeler, which houses Scotty Market with CMU's on-campus grocery store. And in 2024, we opened the Highmark Center for Health, Wellness, and Athletics. It's right behind me, less than a block away. This stunning facility brings together clinical services, wellness resources, athletics, and recreation. And it reflects our belief that a healthy mind, body, and spirit are essential to lifelong success. Now, before I wrap up, let me share a couple of pieces of advice. First, for the parents and family members and loved ones with us today, invest in your connection to your student and to CMU. There are so many ways that you can support your student's journey at CMU, including joining the CMU Parent and Family Network. We offer a wide range of family engagement programming, including a monthly webinar series, family newsletter, and much more. October offers some great opportunities, including our annual family weekend, October 2nd and 3rd, and our homecoming weekend on October 23rd and 24th. Let me invite you to come back to campus for one or both of these events. And remember, your scholars will evolve during their time on campus. I encourage you to let your role evolve with them. Instead of being the problem solver, try serving as an advisor and counselor. Offer support as your students learn how to tackle and solve problems for themselves. Now to our students, the members of the class of 2030 plus. I have 3 quick pieces of advice for you. First, don't be afraid to venture outside your academic boundaries. This is your time to try new things. Volunteer at a local school, join a student organization, or try a new hobby, maybe buggy building. When you step outside your comfort zone, you step into a world of heightened discovery and creativity. This is the heart of the CMU experience. Second, listen and connect with respect, especially when you disagree. You're joining this community at a time when the world can feel deeply divided, especially if you spend time on social media. Across society, people too often retreat into familiar viewpoints, familiar conversations, into their own bubble, and familiar assumptions. But here at CMU, we take the responsibility seriously to model a different way. Our commitment to learning depends on our willingness to engage ideas that challenge us, to ask hard questions, to hear one another fully, and to approach disagreement with humility and thoughtfulness. And third, take care of yourself and others around you. Pay attention to your mind, to your body, and your spirit. Eat right, exercise, trust your own instincts, but also lean on others when you need support. Look out for others who might need your help. Because the strength of this community depends on the care we extend to each other, to ourselves, to our friends, and to those whose experiences may be different from ours. So to recap, venture widely, build bridges of understanding and respect, and take care of yourself and others. And if you remember only one thing about my remarks this morning, let it be this: you're exactly where you belong, and we have your back. This is a community, and you are the newest members of our community. Now, one shameless plug before I wrap up. I'm on Instagram. Don't spend so much time on social media, but if you do, go to my Instagram. This is actually as much for the parents. You are invited to follow me on Instagram at CMU Farnham. And if you see me on campus to our students, and it happens all the time, you can stop me for a selfie. It's totally cool. So folks, before we wrap up, thank you all for being here. I hope that all of our students have a great orientation. And it should be clear by now that I'm not the only one who is thrilled to have you on campus. We're all excited to welcome you to the CMU family. Let's meet some other members of our campus community who share our excitement and who have their own greetings and advice to share with you. Once again, congratulations and thanks for being here, everybody.
This is one of the best places in the world to learn whatever it is that fascinates you. There's so much stuff to do here, and you've got years to figure out how to make the most of your time here.
You're going to learn so much. You're going to meet so many new people from so many different places, and this is just the beginning.
Welcome to Carnegie Mellon. I'm sure that you've had a really wild and exciting, hopefully, journey to getting to this place. We're all a big part of one huge community here.
This year's first-year orientation theme is a Carnegie Constellation. It portrays CMU as an interconnected network of people, places, and ideas where every individual star is essential to our community while shining its own light.
One of the things that really makes our place special is that when new students come in, they are dreaming big and they have the opportunity and then do leave their mark. And so I know that this class will do just that and build on the legacy of the Tartans that came before them.
I was a student here myself and had these same sort of feelings of like, what do I do? Like, how do I get to know people? You know, will I be successful here? The best piece of advice I've gotten was that that's your body telling you that you're getting ready to do something great.
This is going to be a really important 4 years in your life.
These 4 years are the years when you're going to be making the most progress towards discovering who you are and what you care about.
I encourage you to be curious, to ask the questions, to try new things, and to stretch yourself a little bit and to make the most out of your time here.
I encourage students to take time to have fun,
to take time to reflect,
To take time to sleep. Start by meeting new people. Join a club or an organization. Explore the city of Pittsburgh. Learn from each other.
To ask for help. And it's okay to ask for help.
Everyone here at Carnegie Mellon really wants what's best for you. Everyone is here to support you and help you.
I encourage students to take time to find side projects and to build things and to create things.
I encourage students to take time to play, to recreate, to take a break from their studies and explore all that our wonderful campus has to offer.
I am glad you're here. I am looking forward to getting to meet you and know you.
We're just happy that you're here. We're happy that you chose us as, your support and education for however long you're here. And we look forward to being in community with you as you navigate this journey in this part of your life.
What an amazing video. It's so nice to hear from our faculty and staff supporters who are so deeply committed to the student experience. And thank you, President Jahanian, for your kind and thoughtful words. At this time, I'm excited to introduce Johnny Gallick and Victoria Ng to the stage for a musical performance. Johnny is a rising junior studying political science and information systems, and Victoria is a rising senior studying music and technology. Johnny is also a proud member of the orientation staff that serves as an orientation counselor for Mudge House. This morning, they'll be performing Better Together by Jack Johnson. Please join me in welcoming Johnny and Victoria.
Oh, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
There's no combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. No song that I could sing, but I could try for your heart. Hard dreams, and they're made out of real things, like a shoebox of photographs of sepia tone loving. Love is the answer, at least, for most of the questions in my heart. Like why are we here, and where do we go, and how come it's so hard? It's not always easy, and sometimes life can be deceiving. I tell you one thing, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, oh, look at the stars when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. And all of these moments just might find their way into my dreams tonight. But I know that they'll be gone when the morning light sings and brings new things. But to my night, you see, so that they'll be gone too. Too many things I got to do. If all these dreams might find their way to my day-to-day scene, I'll be under the impression I was somewhere in between, with only two, just me and you. Not so many things we got to do, or places we got to be. We'll sit beneath the cherry tree now. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, we're somewhere in between together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. I believe in memories, they look so pretty when I sleep. Hey, now and in the morning when I wake up, there is no place I'd rather be. But there is not enough time, and there is no song I could sing, and there is no combination of words I could say. But I still tell you one thing, we're better together. We're better together.
Thanks, Johnny and Victoria. Great job. I am now pleased to introduce Andres Velez, who is a proud alumnus of the Tepper School of Business, class of 2014. He currently serves as the Chief Operating Officer of DBCom, a leading financial regulatory compliance software firm. Additionally, Andres is honored to be the president of Carnegie Mellon University's Alumni Association Board and a member of the CMU Board of Trustees. Please join me in welcoming Andres Velez to the podium.
Thank you, Nathan. Good morning, Carnegie Mellon University students and families. Congratulations on starting this transformative moment of your lives. 16 years ago, my dad brought me to the first floor of Stever, where I settled into my dorm and met my floor mates and embarked on an incredible journey. I'm Andres Velez, a Tepper alumnus and president of the Alumni Association Board. It's an honor to be with you to celebrate. Welcome to a community of amazing peers. To get here, you've undoubtedly already achieved remarkable successes. Your time on campus will be an accelerator on that journey. CMU will challenge and strengthen your capabilities. It won't be easy, but it'll be worth it. For me, part of the excitement of being in these hallways is to be in the footsteps of the remarkable people who were here many years ago, who are here today, and who will be here in the years ahead. I'm inspired by the many alumni who've gone on to impact the world, such as Randy Pouch, Judith Light, and David Tepper. Another is Joseph Belay, who the Alumni Association Board recently recognized. He exemplifies how CMU fosters curiosity across disciplines and the impact you can make by getting involved in your new community. After receiving a few degrees in a wide range of fields, he spearheaded the development of the School of Design. Later, in partnership with two CMU colleagues, Belay started a pioneering design consulting company. Since then, he has continued to contribute to the university and to the world. I share this story not to overwhelm you, but to showcase how someone can make the most of their CMU education, give back, and create new opportunities for themselves and for others. My entire career has been shaped by the relationships I've built at CMU. From my first job at Microsoft to now at DBCom, each job came from a happy accident of the time I've spent with the CMU community. Also, my closest friends, many of my closest friends I've met here at CMU or through the CMU community. CMU is not just a place you attend, it's a creative community of committed people who you will know for the rest of your life. Get involved on campus and remain involved as an alumnus. Go to events, get out of your comfort zone, volunteer. CMU has something for everyone, on campus and after. Do you want to play chess? Your classmate, David Milstein, already set up a chessboard on the cut. Want to learn rocketry or dance? So does your classmate, Martin Lozada Alvarez. You can find passionate people to help you grow and make your dreams a reality. Choose to be an active member of this rich community for the rest of your life. Like all communities, the more you participate, the stronger it grows, and the more you'll get out of it personally. I look forward to seeing you involved in the community and making an impact with it. Thank you. And now I'd like to invite Nathan back to the podium.
Thank you, Andres. We're so glad you could join us today. Now, I'm pleased to introduce Dean Gina Castellino, who oversees Carnegie Mellon's Division of Student Affairs, leading over 20 departments to engage students in every facet of their Carnegie Mellon education. She came to Carnegie Mellon in 2002, working in various departments before being named Dean of Students in 2010, and Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students in 2016. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Gina Castellino.
Nathan, thank you for your warm introduction and for your incredible leadership with your fellow HOCs. I am so pleased to be the final speaker to add my welcome to the class of 2030 plus and to your families as we kick off this year's orientation program. I know we have done a lot of clapping this morning. I love the energy that's here in the tent. For those of you who are watching us from afar, it's palpable here in the room when the claps and cheers are present. I hope you're doing that in the other spaces that you are too. For the countless staff and student volunteers who helped move you into your house communities yesterday, will the people all around the world, well, I guess all around campus, who benefited from that, will you please join me in one more round of applause to share a heartfelt thank you for those volunteers? Listen to that. Weren't they amazing? There is no shortage of amazing here at CMU and in Pittsburgh. You have witnessed that here on this stage from our speakers and our performances, our performers, and our inspiring video on What If. I anticipate that, like me, you are feeling proud to be connected with CMU. As lucky as you might be feeling to have chosen Carnegie Mellon, we are feeling just as fortunate that you chose to join this special community. By every measure, the class of 2030 plus is extraordinary. And we don't just measure that merely by looking at numbers like GPAs or SATs. You are here because we see in you the talent, the intellect, the passion necessary to thrive in your chosen field. We also see in you that you have the leadership capacity and the commitment to your community to be the change makers we need to make a real impact in society. Families, we've been speaking to you today as well. If any of you in the room is worried about our use of the phrase 2030 plus, I want you to know that our ambition is that for most of our students, they will graduate in 4 years, and our data show us that that will likely be true. We use the plus, in case you haven't picked up on this with Nathan's self-introduction. We want to make sure that all of our students in the 5-year Bachelor of Architecture program is also fully represented in the class of 2030 plus. It is an exciting time for all of our students, the university, and your families as you launch your college years. I know that I speak for every parent and family member under this tent, that it is a time filled with great anticipation for you too. Like some of our speakers have done, I also, as a fellow parent, want to pause in recognition of what a big transition this is for our students and your families. We know it can be bittersweet for families, whether this is the first or only time through the drop-off to college experience, the last, or somewhere in between. As a parent of a rising senior here at CMU and a sophomore at school just returned yesterday to New York, I can relate to all of the feelings that are washing over. I remember what it was like to send our son to college, even though it was literally in our backyard. It was still a significant milestone. And last year I did the more traditional drop-off for our daughter, and can especially relate to our families who will be saying goodbye later today as your student takes flight here at CMU. So many questions abound for everyone here as you mark this momentous occasion. This summer's webinar series and weekly Talking Tartan communications, along with today's programs, were carefully developed to help families learn about our community. From the academic home our students will make in their programs, for the caring community that will be forged with one another, to the many staff and faculty we have here to support our students. Students, the coming week is full of events that are designed to help you transition to CMU and to make the most of your college experience. Parents and families, this weekend's programs provide a window into the many resources and people at CMU who are here to partner with your student and with you to support their success and well-being. I hope you got a glimpse of that yesterday at the Welcome Expo and the Resource Fair. Please connect with us throughout today's programs and know that we all are here as a resource to join your students and you as cheerleaders and champions of this exciting stage of life. It is indeed an exciting time to be at CMU. In addition to the groundbreaking work that was described by President Jahanian happening in the classrooms, the studios, and the labs, we are making substantial investments in the student experience. We know that universities play an important role in helping young people develop their minds, bodies, and spirits, and Carnegie Mellon is investing more than ever in the CMU experience through resources and programs that support the whole student. You heard from President Jahanian about the new buildings that have recently come online and new facilities, from residence halls and neighborhood commons that create a place to call home and build community, to the new Highmark Health, Wellness, and Athletics Center, a state-of-the-art integrated facility to deliver health and well-being services and to support and cheer on our Tartan student athletes. This building made its debut just 2 years ago, and it immediately transformed campus life. We are making big moves to deliver on support for the holistic experience at CMU. And these facilities allow us to double down on the programs and the resources and the services that support student success, health, well-being, and will help build your sense of belonging, connections, and community. I want to pause for a moment on what it takes to build a true sense of belonging for the entire class. This work is important to us not just in times of celebration like today, but also as we face challenges together as a campus community. As we've seen on college campuses around the United States over the past few years, finding ways to bridge understanding on topics that divide society is a complex and urgent task. Over the past several years, we have been convening as a community through the Deeper Conversation series, which this year we will be launching in a new format for students who are interested in sitting down over a meal to break bread and engage on complex issues, and to do so with the support of trained facilitators. At CMU, we are steadfast in our efforts to create the conditions for safe, civil, and informed discussions to support our students' learning and growth. As I wrap up, I'd like to share one last reflection that picks up on the themes shared by our amazing alumnus, Andres. It is so gratifying to stay in touch with our alums from the past couple of decades and to hear them fondly recount the lasting impact of the experiences they had engaging in the life of the campus. Whether it was learning communication and teamwork through building booth or racing buggy at Carnival, or expanding their worldview and perspectives through deep conversations in their house communities, or cultivating a lifelong commitment to community service and engagement. We know that one of the benefits of a residential education is the learning that happens across all facets of the student experience. As President Jahanian urged, venture widely in the whole of your CMU experience. Class of 2030 plus, this weekend and your orientation is the beginning of some extraordinary years ahead for you and for Carnegie Mellon. I can't wait to share the next 4 years with you. Again, welcome to Carnegie Mellon. And now I'd like to invite Nathan back to the podium to close our program.
Thank you, Dean Castellino. We could not be more excited to welcome you to the Carnegie Mellon community, where your diverse perspectives, unique strengths, and individual identity will grow our constellation in unique and unexpected ways. I hope orientation represents a time of growth, excitement, and new beginnings for all of you. Welcome, class of 2030 plus, and have a fantastic week. Before we conclude, we'd like to show you a video about some of the exciting events that you'll have the opportunity to experience throughout the week. So with that, cue the video.
Faith Fair and Speed Friending are one of the biggest events during House Day. They're literally going to be the biggest icebreakers you're ever going to see in your life, and it's your chance to meet tons of new people.
Well-Being Day samplers give you the opportunity to explore different wellness practices on campus and around Pittsburgh to find what keeps you grounded.
We have Community Collage. CMU is made of thousands of different stories, and this night showcases exactly that through personal reflections and incredible cultural performances.
Join us for the iconic 2030 class photo. Grab your official class t-shirt and meet us out on the cut.
And later that night is the pep rally. It's loud, it's high energy, and it's your introduction to Tartan Pride.
The official CMU kickoff is Convocation. This is where the entire class of 2030 plus gathers to be formally welcomed by President Jahanian and university leaders.
Community commitment is all about ways to give back to the surrounding community. It gives you the opportunity to support the local area.
The first year showcase is where students bring their absolute best, most awe-inspiring talents, because our future is shaped by who we meet just as much as what we learn.
Finally, get ready for Carnegie Cup and Puzzle Hunt. Paint your face, learn your house cheers, and get ready for a night of fun and unique outdoor field games and mind-bending puzzles.